Hi viewers, it's Dennis again. Today I have one wonderful problem in standard form that I want us all to look at within a minute. Okay, yeah, so we have this problem. Without using mathematical table, evaluate the expression square root of 0.81 by 10 raised to the power negative 5 or divided by square root of 2.25 by 10 raised to the power positive 7. Note this square root is affecting everything in bracket, okay, and also this square root also is affecting everything in bracket, but what you need to do first is to simplify the problem, okay? And if you want to simplify, you need to simplify the expression, the figures in there, okay? Yeah, so the first thing we need to do is to check the number, the point within the figures, okay? We have this figure and also this one. There are some dots within them. So we are going to stand at where the point is and do a number of counts to the to the right, okay? So we have this place and this point. So we stand here, do a number of counts, okay, until you get to the last figure. So stand at this point, let's count 1, 2. How many counts? We did 2. After that, you choose the significant figure in the expression that you did your count, okay? Yeah, so this 8 and 1 are what the significant figure in there, okay? So we have 8-1, right, by 10. How many count did we do? We did 2 count. Don't forget the count was to the right. Anytime you count to the right, then it gives you a negative figure. So negative 2, because we did the count to the right. Then by this 10 is the power negative 5, okay? Yes, and also this point, we need to check where the point is and do the number of counts also. So stand at this place, then the number of counts becomes what? 1 and 2, okay? How many counts? 2. So we choose all the significant figure in there, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. These are the significant figure, 2, 2, 5, right? So we present that in your expression. So we have 2, 2, 5 by 10 raised to the power negative 2. Then by this 10 raised to the power positive 7, right? Okay, this is how it is. Yeah, so after doing all your simplification, you have to get everything, every expression in this form, okay? So we have each one by 10 raised to the power negative 2 by 10 raised to the power negative 5, and also 225 by 10 raised to the power negative 2, then by 10 raised to the power positive 7. I'm sure you understand the reason why we have this expression at this point. Now let's continue. What you need to do is to also simplify again. Don't forget we have 8-1 and also 225, but don't forget we have expressions here. We need to simplify, okay? We have to employ a certain rule so that we will simplify each of them. Now, what do you think we need to do? Look at this one. We are multiplying, right? But they have the same base. What we need to do is to employ the indices approach, okay? Indices will tell you that anytime you have two numbers multiplying but having the same base, but either the same or different exponent, you need to choose one of the base and also add the exponent, right? Yeah, so what we need to do is to consider this 10 raised to the power negative 2 and also 10 raised to the power negative 5. What you need to do is to multiply them. So multiplying gives you what? 10 raised to the power what? Negative 7, because adding negative 2 and what? Negative 5 will give you what? Negative 7. I'm sure you understand the reason why we are adding here. Okay, then you have this denominator also. 10 raised to the power negative 2 and also 10 raised to the power positive 7. When you want to add, don't forget this positive 7 and also negative 2. Adding them will give you what? Because there is negative, you have to subtract, okay? But all the same, we are adding gives you what? Positive 5, rather, okay? So we have this expression. So we are going to use this expression in our calculation, okay? Yes, so based on that expression, yes, so we have this expression and also this as a numerator and also this as a denominator. What you need to do is to simplify, okay? Yeah, so using a common number and simplify each one and also 225, okay? So you can use 9. 9 goes to 81 gives you what? 9, and also 9 goes to 225 gives you what? 25, okay? Yes, so you have to bring these figures, okay? Yes, and also 10 raised to the power negative 7 and also 10 raised to the power positive 5 as a denominator here. Then we continue because we need to simplify to the end, okay? Yes, it's a little bit detailed, okay, but we need to follow the steps so that you get a correct concept. Now, don't forget, in the initial expression, we had something in this form. So looking at this, they all have square root attached to them. So you have to present that in one simple expression, okay? Meaning this 9 is divided is divided by what? This 25, okay? By 10. Don't forget, this 10 and this 10 are dividing. And also you can employ the indices approach, that's division rule also there. Anytime you have two numbers dividing but having the same base, you need to subtract the exponent. So we have -7. Don't forget this one, it is +5. So if you want to send it there so that it's what becomes it becomes possible for you to do your normal computation, the exponent becomes what negative. Okay, yeah, so we have -7 then -5, right? Yes, I'm sure you understand. That's why I told you that follow this video to the end so you get the correct concept. Yeah, so after doing all these things, you get 9, or square root of everything in bracket 9 slash 9 divided by 25 by what 10 raised to the power -7 -5. And I'm sure you understand the reason why we have this expression also. Yeah, so we continue. Still, square root of 9 divided by 25 by, we need to do the number simplification. -7 -5 gives you what -12, right? Yes, now then we continue. We have square root of 9 slash or 25 by square root of what? This one we have to expand, because this square root will take this expression and also take this expression also, right? Yes, and I'm sure you understand also. Yes, let's move on. Yeah, so looking at this, we have one simple thing that we need to do. It's a key, okay? Don't forget, after using this square root to simplify everything, square root of 9 gives you 3, square root of 25 gives you what? 5, okay? We get 3 divided by what? 5, respectively, right? Then this multiplication, but instead of writing square root of what? 10 raised to the power -12. Look at what we did here, okay? Because we want to eliminate the square root from there. Look at what we did. We are having 10 raised to the power -12. Now we need to do something so that we eliminate this square root. Don't forget, in mathematics, anytime you hear square root, it means half, okay? So we have to do something with this -12 so that we can get a value which is possible for which would cancel the half, okay? That's the square root. So what you need to do is to check some two basic figures that when you multiply, you get what? When you get 12, and also you can use 1 to cancel the square root, okay? So we have this expression. Look, I use -6 and 2. When you multiply 6 and 2, it gives you what? -12. Meaning we can use this +2 to cancel what? The square root. Because square root is half, when you use this 2 to cancel the square root, it will give you nothing. So there that you can use, this that you can use to eliminate what? The square root from there. And I'm sure you understand by now. So using this 2 to cancel the square root will leave you nothing for the 2, but remaining the -6, right? Yes. You see, I'm taking my time so that you get a correct concept of this problem. Yes, we have. Now we've done the simplification. So dividing 3 by 5 gives you what? 0.6 by 10 raised to the power -6. And anytime you have this expression, it is not in standard form. The idea of standard form is that your answer should be between 1 and what? 10. Okay, but look at this thing. It's not in standard form because it's not between 1 and what? 10. So what you need to do is to look at where the point is and do a number of counts to the right, okay? Yeah, so standing at this point and count to the right gives you what? 6 by 10 raised to the power -1. 10 raised to the power -1 means we did one count back to the right. That's why we are presented to be what? Negative. And still you maintain this 10 raised to the power -6, which gives you what? Which gives you a final answer to be what? 6 by 10 raised to the power -7. The reason is that we are multiplying. So using the multiplication rule in indices, anytime you want to multiply by having the same base, what you need to do is to add the exponent. So 10 raised to the power -7. Alright, I'm sure by this step-by-step approach you'll be able to grasp the concept and solve this problem. Alright, yes, you see, it's a little bit technical and detailed, but that's how it is. For you to understand, you can just follow the process and also check the correct concept in solving it. Yes, you can pause this video, you can download it and also use use that at your own pace. Okay, alright, thanks for watching, and you shall see me next time. Okay, thanks for watching.